If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.
So in last video, we have seen how we can leverage LLM as a judge so that it can evaluate the response. And based on that, we were able to make it either pass or fail using the assertion concept. Now, in this video, we are going to see how you can create a global AI config element in JMeter. So here, the drawback of in the previous stream sampler is in every sampler, you need to configure the local host and then port number and the model and so on. So a lot of repetition, right? So in JMeter, we have a similar concept called HTTP defaults. So similarly, in Ollama Config, we can configure the base URL and the model and the timeouts against so that it will be applied across all the Ollama stream sampler. So here we are going to learn how we can create a Ollama config so that you can keep reusing the common key value pairs across your samplers. So now, as you see here, after implementing the Ollama config, if you add Ollama stream sampler and leave the fields blank, it will automatically fetch it from the config and then it will give you the response. So this is the main purpose of Ollama config so that you can keep reusing the common elements, common properties. And also in this demo, we are going to see one of the performance optimization where you can save a time in scanning the jars. So we are going to see how you can do that. So it's one of the performance improvement while developing the plugins. Now let us go to the code. And again, in this demo also, I'm not going to write anything because whatever we were learned in the past, so the same thing we are going to apply in this except whichever the classes we are going to extend or implementing it. So here, as usual, I created a package Ollama config, and inside that we have a GUI because we need to have a GUI for config, and again the main class and the config holder. Now let us quickly go through the config UI. So here we are extending the AbstractConfigGui. So again, we are going to reuse the similar JMeter classes here. So here we are going to define all three fields and then constructor, and then in the init we are drawing all the elements. And if you scroll down again, getters and setters, and here we have to implement the mandatory abstract methods. So just like the previous videos, the same thing we are going to implement it very similar for the configuration. Now in the Ollama config, so we are extending the AbstractTestElement and we are implementing the config element. So we already have a config element. So we are just implementing it. Also to store the test state, we are adding this test state listener. So you can go through the docs to understand more. I'm just covering the main point in how you can develop the plugins. So again, here you have to mention your properties. For the persistence, you need to declare static fields, and default, again, you have to define the default base URL. In case of the user is not entering anything, you can take the default base URL. And again, we have the add config element, and we have the test started. So once the test is started, what we have to do? So that is where the Ollama config holder is coming into picture. So if you go to this Ollama config holder, so here we have something called register. So this can be any name you can give. So here what we are going to do is we are defining the volatile. So whenever we use the keyword volatile, it is like for multi-threading. So basically whenever you use volatile, the changes are immediately visible across all the threads. So whenever you use multi-concurrency programming, you have to use this volatile keyword. And here again, we have some static methods: get base URL, get model, and clear. So these are the three important Java classes you have to implement whenever you work on the config element. So this has been done already, and let me go to Maven and double click on install. So this will build a new jar. So already built it already for you. So here, if you launch JMeter, as you see here, Ollama config. So if you just right click, add config element. So here, as you see, Ollama config. So this is where it will get landed once you build the jar. So in the Ollama config, I have the local host, model, and timeout. And here we have the Ollama stream sampler. So again, we are not overriding anything, just leaving as is empty, so that it will take the value from the Ollama config. So now if you just execute this, so it executed successfully. As you see, the first token time is 1.5 seconds because the first request always takes time. But if you hit again, it'll be pretty quick, and also it'll be less than 1 second. So right now it is 333 milliseconds. So now let me just quickly go through the META-INF file. So here, okay, let me just close and launch again so that you can see that scanning a log information. Okay, now let me open the same file and launch this log viewer. As you see here, the class finder, it is scanning the jar. But if you scroll to the right, it is scanning the jar from plugins manager, and then other group related, and my own SuperKey Pro plugin. And again, it is scanning the jar again. So there are multiple times it is doing, right? But our project, which is Hello World plugin, you don't see this scanning basically, because we are telling in the JMeter metadata itself. So whenever you load this plugin, just directly look up for these classes. Here under resources, created META-INF.services. So inside this folder, you can see there are two things. Main is JMeter GUI component and a test element component. So we are telling JMeter, whenever it loads up this particular your plugin, just look up directly for these classes, because that's what we are going to use it in my JMeter test plan. So what if we don't have this particular folder? Then it will start scanning the library/ext. So it will go one by one. It will keep on scanning. So it is a time-consuming process. So that's why we are saving some time by explicitly telling the metadata about, okay, this is my plugin, these are my core classes, and just directly look up in here. So that's the one of the main core performance improvement we can do whenever you do the plugin development. So with this, I'm concluding this video. And please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to publish the whole project in the GitHub repo so that you can refer. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm going to continue this series in the how to become an AI performance engineer. So let us see it in that playlist. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.